Heyo guys, Remz here. I want to show you a new deck that some of our guys in Nebula are using. Props to Dying Light from InTheNebula for coming up with it. We'll get into that in a second. First, I want to do a little bit of a chest opening here for you guys. Check it out. We're going to start with... what the heck did I open? I don't know. I was clicking through this really fast. Whoa, Remz, slow down. That was a crown chest. This is a gold chest. Oh, man. I'm a fast little clicker. Oh, I went to go open that one. It didn't work. But here we go. I know I slowed down for this. We have a magical chest, so we get a little bit of gold. We get some goblins. All right. We get a furnace. I don't use furnace. We get a tombstone. We get a rocket. Royal Giant. I use the Royal Giant, so that's cool. Prince. That's getting a buff. And wait. Yeah! Princess. I'm pumped, but it's only 1 out of 10. Anyways, I'm pumped about that princess. That was pretty cool. So this deck actually uses the Mortar, which I am not opposed to it if it is used the right way. And in this deck, it definitely is used the right way. I have a level 1 Mortar, as you'll see over yonder. I was going to showcase this deck myself, not with my level 1 Mortar. So, my boy, Dusty Light, shout out, is going to showcase this deck for me. So here are the rankings at the very end of the season. You can see Dusty and Dying right up there at the top of the charts. They're both running the same deck. Here it is. Take a quick look. This was recorded a little bit earlier, but you can see he's over 4,000 trophies with this deck. Pretty impressive. So let's get into some gameplay here. Kind of see how Dusty, how he plays this deck and how it works. Obviously, we're just kind of sitting around. So he's going to drop his Ice Wizard. Obviously, he's just kind of waiting to see what his opponent is going to do. He's going to drop his Barbs down there with the Ice Wizard behind. And there he goes with the Mortar on an offensive push. Some of you might be thinking, oh no, this is like the Expo all over again. No, trust me. With the nerfs that happened to this Mortar, it's not like that. But if you can get that Mortar down and get some shots off on the tower on an offensive push with how long it takes to get that thing down, that's awesome. Now look, he's going to drop down his gobs. He's got the zap. He's taking some damage from that Royal Giant, which sucks. But I want you to notice, now he knows his opponent has a Royal Giant, right? So what he's going to do is try to time his Mortar and his own Royal Giant and get his own push going. Now, this is not a three crown tower strategy by any means. What he is doing is playing against high-level players, sometimes level 11, level 12s, and he's getting their tower down and going into defense mode. Now, you can see he dropped his Mortar back this time, and he dropped his Ice Wizzy, his Barbs over there to take care of that Royal Giant. It's not like he's dropping a defense to distract that Royal Giant. It's pretty awesome to see a Mortar used how it should be used in a lot of situations as a defense. It allowed him, look at this push he has going. He's got his Royal Giant. His Mortar over there in the corner is just teeing off on those Barbs that the enemy dropped. I love it. This is why this deck is fun. Now, this game has been going on for a bit. Now it's down to a 60-second battle, double elixir. This guy just keeps dropping his Royal Giant with troops behind, thinking it's going to happen. Which sucks for Dusty is he's got that Princess over on the right side, which is shooting that Mortar. It took him a little bit. He knew she was there, but he got those gobs down. But now he's got a push going. That Royal Giant and Wizzy combo is just wicked, and now he's got that Mortar down. The tower just fell on the left side. That's awesome. Look at this Royal Giant on the left lane is shooting at his Mortar. It's gone into defensive mode. So he drops his zap. He drops his Barbs down. Oh, man. Like, everything happens so fast with that deck, but when you use Mortar on defense, which he just dropped again right in the middle, Mortar on defense, it kills lots of troops. Now, air troops, no, but there's a victory. That was Dusty. I'm pretty sure that was a game right around, if not at, 4,000 trophies. Pretty impressive. So here's game 2 from Dusty, and I hope this will help with two really solid games, show you guys how this deck works. Dusty drops him a good luck. Nice job, Dusty. Always give him a good luck, man. Doesn't have much going on. He's just going to drop his, what the heck is that? His knight in the background there. This guy's coming in with some minions on his side, uneventful. Now look at this. Dusty has his princess, which is solid. That guy had to use his fireball on that princess. Now look, Dusty puts down the offensive mortar with the barbs and the knight pushing. This guy drops the freeze. He drops down his gobs. He's got his minions. It kind of looks like a panic mode. Dusty just nonchalantly drops that ice wizzy there to take care of that. But that guy didn't do a terrible elixir trade. But it looked a little bit panicky when he saw that mortar. Going back to the days of old, when you see that mortar go down on the bridge, you're like, uh-oh. Now he comes in with the hog push with the wizzy. Dusty did that great with the knight and the princess and the zap. He countered that perfectly. So this guy is probably thinking at this point, all right, now I'm gonna get a mortar drop on the bridge. So he's probably sitting here thinking, how am I gonna counter this, right? Nope. Dusty drops that mortar back on defense in the corner there. So he drops a fireball. I have to say it's not a terrible fireball, but at the same time it's kind of like, wow, you really had to fireball that mortar in the back? What would that do for you? So the Royal Giant is down, the Wizzy is down. This guy is using defensive freezes. That's not good for him at this point. So at now Dusty probably is thinking, oh yeah, I've got your number, right? So his Ice Wizzy is coming in. He's going to wipe out those gobs. And we're back down to a 60 seconds left. Like I was saying, this is not necessarily a 3 crown victory. So he's coming in again. Same thing. Those minions and the hog. Dusty drops off the mortar to distract that hog. He's got the Ice Wizzy. He's got the knight. Now he has the Royal Giant on a counter push. This guy drops another defensive freeze. Uh-oh. He's in trouble. Now he drops the princess. He's got the minions. Dusty drops his own princess. So we're kind of doing a back and forth. But look what this knight just did to that tower. Like with that push, because of the mortar setup, it got wicked for Dusty's counter push real quick. Same thing. Here's this mortar. Dusty isn't using this mortar to go on an offensive push. He's using it as a tool, which is awesome. Now, will he use it on an offensive push? Heck yeah, he will. If he can take down a tower with that mortar, why the heck not? That thing takes forever to deploy. That's a win for Dusty. Good job, Dusty. You know, we'll leave it at that. Those were 2 awesome games. I feel like that showcases the deck. You can see me typing right now. I was so frustrated as I was recording. Watching games in 1 times speed is brutal. So that showcases that deck pretty well for you guys. I've seen Dusty take down some level 12s in very high level play before using that deck. There are some weaknesses, of course, but man, that's a fun deck. It's fun to watch. Cheers!